strange itch in one particular part of your body and just brush it off as dry skin? Many people over 60 do exactly that, and it could be one of the biggest mistakes of their lives. Because sometimes that persistent itch isn't about dryness, allergies, or detergent. It can be a warning signal your body is trying to send, one that often appears months before serious illness takes hold. In this video, we'll talk about 4 areas where itching could actually point to hidden health problems that may shorten your life expectancy if ignored. These aren't just skin-level issues. They often reflect what's happening deep inside your body, your liver, kidneys, blood, or even your heart. And as someone who's seen what happens when people overlook these subtle signs, I can tell you this awareness can save you years of suffering and maybe even your life. Stay with me until the end, because you'll learn how something as small as an itch could reveal the earliest signs of disease and what you can do to protect yourself before it's too late. Now let's get started. Number 1, itchy chest or upper torso. An itch on your chest, especially in the area just below the collarbones or around the upper torso, can be more serious than it seems. While many assume it's due to sweat or aging skin, this type of itch can sometimes reveal underlying heart or lung stress. The chest contains a dense network of nerves connected to your cardiovascular system, and when circulation weakens or the heart struggles to deliver oxygen-rich blood evenly, nerve endings near the surface can become hypersensitive. The result is itching, tingling, or burning sensations that seem to have no visible cause. One study of seniors over 70 found that those who experienced unexplained itching in the chest area were more likely to show early signs of heart irregularities or mild fluid buildup in the lungs. The reason is subtle but powerful. Poor circulation causes minor oxygen deprivation in the upper body, triggering inflammation and nerve reactivity. The same signal that appears as itching may precede shortness of breath or fatigue by several months. A friend of mine, Margaret, age 79, once told me her chest itched so often that she thought she might be allergic to her laundry detergent. She switched soaps, changed fabrics, even replaced her bras. Nothing worked. Only after her doctor ran an EKG did she learn she had early-stage atrial fibrillation. Once treated, her symptoms, including the itching, faded away completely. It's your body's strange way of saying that blood flow is no longer smooth, that pressure and oxygen levels have begun to fluctuate. And at our age, those small signals are worth listening to. If you feel a chronic itch on your upper torso, especially one that worsens with exertion or warmth, check your heart rhythm and blood pressure. Your body always speaks first in whispers, and the skin often becomes the first to translate those warnings. A simple itch on your chest could be a sign that your heart is asking for help before anything more serious occurs. Number 2, itchy ankles. When itching begins around your ankles or feet, especially at night or after lying down, it can often reveal more than just dry skin or soap residue. This specific area is a crucial indicator of circulation quality, nerve health, and even potential heart strain. As we age, the veins in our legs become less efficient at pumping blood upward against gravity. The result is mild stagnation, tiny buildups of fluid and waste near the ankles and lower legs that the body attempts to release through inflammation. That's when the itching starts. It's not unusual for someone over 65 to experience what feels like restless or prickly sensations around the ankles. But when it's persistent, it can point to early venous insufficiency, where the veins weaken and pressure builds over time. It may also relate to heart failure in its earliest stage, when the heart struggles to circulate blood evenly throughout the body. The skin reacts to this imbalance by becoming dry, tight, and itchy. I once spoke with a retired teacher named Ellen, who noticed her ankles always itched after sitting for long periods. When she mentioned it during a routine checkup, her doctor ordered a vascular scan. The results showed early varicose vein damage and minor fluid retention, both reversible through treatment. What she assumed was just an annoyance was, in truth, her body's early warning system. It's easy to ignore this kind of itch because it seems harmless. But if your ankles swell, if the skin becomes shiny, or if you find faint redness that doesn't fade quickly, it's your cue to take action. Elevate your legs, improve circulation through gentle walking, and check your sodium intake. Your legs are your lifeline. When circulation weakens, everything from your heart to your brain pays the price. So when your ankles start to itch for no clear reason, treat it like an invitation to listen, not to scratch. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, itchy back or between the shoulder blades. When you notice a constant itch in the middle of your back, especially between your shoulder blades, it's one of those sensations that seems small, but can mean something much bigger. This area is difficult to reach, so people often assume it's just from sweat, heat, or clothing. But persistent itching here is often connected to internal organ stress, particularly the liver or gallbladder. Here's why that matters. When your liver struggles to filter toxins efficiently, tiny waste particles begin circulating through the bloodstream. These can irritate nerve endings in the skin, especially in areas where circulation is naturally slower, like the upper back. Over time, this irritation can turn into an intense itch that comes and goes, often worsening at night. Doctors who study age-related skin changes have found that unexplained. Itching along the upper back can appear months before more serious symptoms of liver dysfunction, such as fatigue or yellowing of the eyes. It's your body quietly signaling that its detox system is under strain. A man named Harold, 78, once told me he thought the itchy spot between his shoulders was from gardening under the sun. He tried lotions, powders, even back scratchers, but nothing worked. After finally mentioning it to his doctor, he learned he had early-stage liver inflammation due to long-term medication buildup. Once treated, the itching disappeared within weeks. It's remarkable how the skin can reveal what's happening inside us. The nerves in the upper back are directly connected to internal organs through a complex network. That's why the brain sometimes interprets internal distress as surface irritation. If you feel an itch in that same hard-to-reach place that just won't go away, take it seriously. Your liver might be whispering for help before it's too late. A simple blood test can tell you more than 1,000 creams ever could. Number 4, itchy palms or hands. An itch in your palms may seem trivial, something you'd ignore or laugh about, but it can reveal serious internal stress. The palms contain dense nerve endings and capillaries that reflect both your circulation and liver function. When your hands itch frequently without a rash, it can signal toxins in the bloodstream that your liver or kidneys are struggling to clear. This type of itch often appears in waves, mild during the day, worse at night, and may be accompanied by redness or a subtle warmth in your palms. Many doctors associate this with early liver dysfunction, gallbladder congestion, or even diabetes. The body's filtration systems, especially the liver, use the skin as a backup route for waste when internal detox slows. That's why itching often shows up before any test result turns abnormal. I once met a retired carpenter named Gerald, age 74, who told me he'd started scratching his hands so often that his wife thought it was anxiety. But when he finally went in for a checkup, his doctor discovered elevated bile salts in his blood, an early warning of liver obstruction. After dietary changes and proper treatment, not only did his itching vanish, but his fatigue and stomach bloating also improved. When the palms itch, it's not always about dryness or soap. Think of it as your blood's way of saying there's too much inside me that doesn't belong. Warm water, mild soap, and lotion may ease the irritation, but the real cure comes from within. Hydration, reduced alcohol intake, and balanced meals. Rich in antioxidants can help your liver and kidneys flush out what they couldn't before. If your palms itch persistently, especially at night or after heavy meals, take it seriously. It's not superstition, it's science. Your skin may be warning you that your body's filtration systems are no longer keeping up. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Final thoughts. An itch may seem harmless, a minor irritation, something we brush off without thought. But as we've seen, the body often speaks softly before it shouts. Each area of itching tells a different story, a quiet clue about what might be happening inside. Whether it's the scalp whispering about circulation, the ankles warning of heart strain, or the back hinting at liver trouble, these signs are never meaningless. Our skin is our largest organ, but it's also our messenger. It reflects the truth our blood, nerves, and organs are trying to communicate. The difference between a simple annoyance and a serious condition often comes down to awareness, whether we listen when our body begins to speak. At our age, every symptom matters, not because we should live in fear, but because we've earned the wisdom to see what others overlook. Pay attention to these quiet signs. You might just catch something early enough to prevent what could have become a storm later on. The longer I live, the more I realize that health isn't about silence, it's about listening. And sometimes what saves us isn't a doctor or a test. It's simply our willingness to pay attention to the small things. Thank you for joining us today.